Alright, what's up, podcasters? Today we're podcasting, and we're gonna be talking about Reddit Would You Rathers. Isn't that right, Aiden?
That is correct.
Now, I'm gonna pull up Reddit Would You Rathers
Mm-hmm.
on my screen.
He is.
Okay. r/would you rather. Alright, Aiden.
Yeah. Talk to me.
Okay,
Is there a way to see whatever the most
suck.
popular ones are?
These all suck. Yeah, I'm looking for most popular. Sort by top of all time. What? I don't know what these mean. They're all just based on Reddit. Okay. What? This just says, would you rather have regeneration or healing? Isn't that the same thing?
I guess not technically. But, like, basically. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? I think it'd be terrifying to find true love today considering it's 10:30 at night.
What lottery?
What?
Which lottery?
Well, it just says next year, so let's just say whatever the top lottery is next year. Probably be like Mega Millions or Powerball.
How much am I getting? Like after tax?
I don't know, probably a couple $100 million.
100 million.
You know, like that's definitely the one that you choose.
Yeah,
Like
true
there's
love can wait. I can do that on my own, maybe. Probably not really. But like $100 million.
the couple $100 million would help you find that, you know.
Would. True love is easy to find for Elon Musk. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Elon Musk found true love like that.
He found true love on the button. You ever seen the button?
I think so. I think I have seen the button.
It's
Is
awesome.
that the one where they press the button immediately? That's like speed dating, but they all press the button immediately so that they can have the most screen time.
Something like that. I'm not exactly familiarized with it, but I've seen at least one thing about it. And all I know is it's like speed dating. Or maybe it's blind dating? Actually, I don't really know.
No, they just press the button. Like
Okay.
they talk to someone, they talk it out, and then after like a grace period, then they're both allowed to press a button in the middle of the table, and the first person to press it gets to stay in and gets a new partner.
Oh, I was under the impression if you press it, you're out.
No, that would make it way better, but people just press it so that they can maintain screen time.
Would you go on the button if given the opportunity?
I would go on the button. I would go on any show if given the opportunity.
Even like Naked and Afraid or something?
I don't know what that is, so yeah.
They just send you into the wilderness naked with like a bunch of other people.
What? Why? What's the goal?
Survive.
Just survive.
I think. I didn't watch it. I just know it's a weird premise for a show.
How do they air it on TV if everyone's naked?
They just blur.
They blur out everything? That's a lot of work. They blur out everything?
Yeah.
That is a lot of work for the editors. So they're just naked, trying to survive. Do they get any resources or anything coming in?
I've never watched it.
Okay, I think it's time for our next Would You Rather.
I think so too.
Alright, this one's ridiculously specific. Would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party knowing that you're going to clog it, or poop in the bushes in the backyard. And it says, please hurry, so we got to be quick about this.
Well, the first one's basically just Killian.
The first one is breaking their fleshy thing into function.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Do they know?
Let's say you walk out of the bathroom, it's like overflowing.
But do they know it's like? Do they find out it's me?
Yeah, you walk out, everyone's gathered around the bathroom door, and it's just overflowing behind you.
But if I poop in the bushes, I'm the only one that knows. But like, it just so happens to be like I have to live with the shame of myself.
And then they'll probably like, well, you got to take the risk of like someone might see you.
I mean, definitely that one.
Definitely
If
bushes.
if you're saying it's overflowing, then yes.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably go
I
for
think
bushes
logically
too.
I would just go to the next house over and ask if I could use their bathroom, but
But then you're clogging their toilet.
maybe they have a better toilet.
What if someone just like comes up to your house, asks to go to the bathroom, and then clogs it?
I mean, I don't even know that I could be mad. Like, that's just really funny. Like, if somebody just walked up to your house and asked to use the restroom, and then they like clogged the toilet and left, and it's like
Hold on.
overflowing.
You're saying they just...
Especially in my house where there's only one toilet.
You're saying they just leave without telling you or anything.
No, they don't tell you a single thing. And they're just like, thanks, and they're out.
So that's your play in this situation? I think I'd just go for like the bushes, but like, I don't know, I might go down the road to like a park where there's no one around.
I mean, and odds are if you go to a park, there's probably a porta potty.
That's true, and then you can clog the porta potty, but you can't because it doesn't flush.
Yeah, I was trying to say, you know, you
It
overflow
overflows
it.
on you.
Yeah. You ever go to use a porta potty and it's already somehow like mounding out of the seat and you're like, never mind.
Yeah.
Like I just had to take a piss, but like I'm not even gonna walk in there.
not gonna try your luck. Alright, next, would you rather? If you were a peasant in the 14th century, would you rather read, or would you rather only be able to read, or only be able to speak? What? Okay.
Definitely speak.
Definitely speak. There's nothing for me to read.
Yeah, there's not really that much that I need to read, and also if I can't speak, that's just not favorable. I don't think they're gonna like be like, oh, we got to use 1400 medicine on him, and they're gonna like cut my throat open or something.
Yeah, definitely speak. I don't know what the what's going on there. Okay, this one's what? This is so awesome. This person's letting Reddit pick their baby's name, so we should pick their baby's name for them. And
Okay.
they have 3 options here: Christopher, William, or John.
Definitely John,
Why?
because
John's
that's like the most basic name and probably the oldest name out of that list, other than maybe Christopher.
That's like the most common one, though.
Exactly.
That's no. They're all really common names, though, so you can't.
But
go with the
you have to
most
choose
common
the worst name on the list, and John is definitely the worst. Like, I'm not actually trying to help somebody.
one. I don't. No, okay. Let's say it's your kid then.
And, like, my wife gives me those options and only
Yeah.
those.
Or your
I gotta
husband.
think of nicknames. Because I'm definitely not going to call them any of that.
Chris. There's no real nickname for John. It's just John.
Johnny.
I suppose, but that's longer. I was thinking of something shorter.
I think I would probably pick William. Because I could go by Will, Billy, Willarino. I don't know. It's just like a little less weird than the other ones.
Well, since I'm Will, I'd probably go with Will just for like a generational thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
you could have like Will Jr.
If I wasn't Will, I would go with Christopher.
I just feel like it's not a very good name. Like if it was just Chris, I'd be like, all right, whatever. But like Christopher, I don't think I could. I don't think I could stand having a son with that gay of a name.
Okay. Well, next, would you rather? This one's complicated. This one's got 6 options. How do you feel about that?
I am so down.
Okay, which path...
Let me whip out my notes so I can
Okay.
get those 6 options down.
Alright, tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Sorry, this is lagging on Crazy Games. File, new tab. Okay.
Which power would you rather have? And make sure you put this in there. Which is spelled W-I-C-H.
Okay.
Invisibility, super strength, flight, teleportation, mind reading, underwater breathing.
I mean, I think we can already eliminate the worst one.
Underwater breathing?
Yes.
I think that, at least for me, if you keep like your clothes and the stuff on you, teleportation's the obvious choice. So I think to like limit that and bring it down with the rest, I would say you don't keep your clothes and you don't keep anything on you.
That's fine, because for me it already wasn't the clear choice.
Really?
I just don't really care. I don't think I'd benefit from it very much.
I would.
I mean, like, obviously I would have the benefit of, like, going wherever I needed to go. But I think there would be a lot of situations where I would just choose to do whatever mode of transport I was going to do anyways.
Well, you say that's not the obvious choice for you. So what is the obvious choice for you? Is there one?
I think it depends. Okay. So there's no obvious one for me. Like, teleport's a good one, but it doesn't necessarily, like, strike out to me as, like, the specific best one. I'm really fond of Witch, spelled W-I-C-H.
No, that's in the question.
No, I know. But that's a power, right? I mean, like, I can choose that. So I guess for me, like, can I fly infinitely? Like, it takes no effort?
Yeah.
Okay. And then for super strength, how strong am I? Like, I can lift whatever the hell I want with no effort.
Let's say for flight, it still makes you like as tired as, I don't know, running, say, 7 miles an hour. So not like the quickest ever, but not like a speed walk.
Okay. And I can only fly at 7 miles an hour?
No. It just...
Okay.
It makes you the same amount of tired.
Okay. And then super strength. How much strength is that?
How about like 3 times your current strength? And it also
And
like...
It multiplies as I gain strength?
Yes.
Okay. Teleportation is anywhere?
Teleportation's anywhere, yes.
Anywhere,
but
no
you don't
clothes.
keep anything.
No clothes or items.
Yeah, including prison wallet. No prison wallet.
Okay. So invisibility, people can still hear me and whatnot?
Yes.
am I still being affected by, like, if I have wet hair? Do they see, like, it dripping?
Mm, I don't know. I mean,
If I'm
your
holding
hair's gonna
something,
have
do
to
they
be
see that? Like, do I
your
have to be
hair's
naked?
your hair's gonna need to be pretty wet to be dripping.
My hair drips when it's barely wet at all. Doesn't hold water very well. And then do I have to be naked for this to work, or is it just, like, clothes and whatever I'm holding?
Let's say you have to be naked.
Okay. And then mind reading. Is there any cap?
You just see everything everyone's thinking, no matter what it is.
I can't choose to flip it on or off.
No.
So I'm going to say invis is pretty bad.
Really? That was my choice.
I don't want to have to be naked.
Invisibility is my choice. I can just stash my clothes somewhere.
Okay, say you're hanging out at school and you need to be invisible for something. You have to take your clothes off and then figure out where you want to put them. And then you can't even pick anything up without it just floating. Plus, if somebody like turns around and bumps into you, they're bumping into a naked version of you.
I can avoid them, and plus, they won't know what's happening. I'll be invisible. They don't know that invisibility exists.
Right. But don't you think they'd realize, like, man, this feels like a really weird human that's, like, nowhere? Plus, you still show up on, like, anything thermal.
How do we know?
Well, why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Like, the thermal isn't
Your hair still
used
drips
that
and they can see your clothes. So I assumed
Thermal-
it was just, like, a visual thing.
Thermal is not used that much. So,
I'm
like,
saying, like, if you were trying to use it to plot against, like government heist or something.
I don't know.
Teleport.
I still think invisibility is the move.
Teleport's a little odd. I don't want to, wherever I go, I have to make sure nobody's there, or else I'm going to be naked. I don't know why I'm so upset about being naked. Like, it's not that bad.
Like, I can
Like-
just, if I'm at school and I need to be invisible, I can just, like, put my
Well,
clothes
for
in
the
locker
teleport
or
one,
something.
it's pretty bad, though. Like, you teleport
Yeah.
to school and you're just naked. Like, and you have to find clothes.
You'd have to make, like
A
different
stash
stations.
of outfits. Yeah. Flying is pretty good, but am I as tired as running 7 miles when I get down, or like the whole time that I'm flying? It's like I'm running 7 miles an hour.
The whole time you're flying.
I don't think I could run for more than like an hour.
But you're flying pretty fast. You're not flying at 7 miles an hour.
Right. But I mean, presumably there's a cap. It's not like I can get across the U.S. Because I'm flying at like 100 miles an hour.
Let's say you can fly at, like, the wind is still, like, putting resistance on you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go as fast as you can and still be comfortable. Like, there's no cap on it, but, like, at a certain point, your skin is going to start getting ripped off.
Okay.
So you can choose how fast you go.
And then super strength is cool and all. I think it's the stealthiest one, for sure.
I don't think I'd get much use out of that, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's the stealthiest in the fact that like nothing would really change about your life. You'd just be like better.
But also, like, it's just strength. It's not overall health.
Right.
Which would be most of the reason that I'd work out.
Right. But like I'm just saying like the process behind. I feel like you win a lot of bets that way though.
That's true, but eventually people aren't gonna bet you, and like it's.
Yeah, but
already
you could also get pretty famous off of it.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose you could get pretty famous.
And like your life wouldn't change that much though in terms of like nobody would be like, man, this naked guy's invisible or this guy's flying.
But
Like if you fly, you're just like definitely your life is just changed. Like you're outcasted and being experimented on.
I don't locked up and experimented on yet, but I don't really need my life to change. Like that's not something that I need out of getting a superpower.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if you chose to fly, like, you would have no choice.
Yeah.
With super strength, like, evidently your life would change, but it wouldn't be, like, so much. Like, it would just be, like, a nice stealthy thing that you have. Like, I'm just 3 times stronger now. I can do anything I want to, really, with that strength.
But invisibility would be pretty easy to keep it on the down low.
I feel like eventually it would slip.
Eventually it'd probably slip, but like there's been so many hoax
Plus, like, what would
videos
you
of,
use
like,
invisibility for? Like,
well, yeah,
what would that help you with?
I wouldn't use it often, but like it'd be kind of fun to toy around with. I don't know.
Yeah, but, like, eventually, after, like, a couple of years, like, what would you even do?
I don't know.
I still think either super strength or mind reading is still in the back of my head as a cool one. Like, I've always thought of mind reading as, like, a really cool thing to be able to do.
I don't want mind reading. I knew that from the get-go. I thought that was pretty cut and dry.
I don't know, just being able to be like, that guy's thinking of that. You don't even have to say it out loud. You can just know for... Or you could, like, ask somebody whatever the hell you wanted and get, like, a straight-up answer.
But like someone's gonna be thinking like, this guy really sucks. I don't really need to know that.
Or, like, you're in the middle of a really hard test and you're like, Ayo, teach, what's the answer to this question? And they're like, I'm not going to tell you, but they probably still, in their mind somewhere, thought of the answer when you asked. Or you could look at somebody else and be like, they're thinking of the answer now. Like, that kid's really smart, and they're thinking of the answer, and there's my answer.
But with invisibility, I can just turn invisible and look at
No!
someone.
Mid-test, you're being watched.
Obviously.
And you just... Like, your clothes are just, like, still on you, and they just see, like, this invisible guy undressing.
Yeah.
I think mind reading if I want to be awesome, super strength if I'm keeping it on the DL.
I'm going invisibility. I don't really have much reason to it. I just kind of think it'd be cool, and I don't really need my life to change that much.
I don't think either of those ones... I mean, they wouldn't... Like, they would obviously change my life, but, like, not as much as, like, flight or teleportation.
Yeah. Alright, let's see the next one. So many of these are just terrible. And these are the
You need me to look
topical
them up or
ones.
something?
No. No, I got it. I think we definitely need to get them from Reddit because that's funny.
But what about, would you rather be able to have everyone read your thoughts or everyone have access to your internet history?
What?
I feel like I would just look really dumb if people had access to my internet history. Like, they'd be like, why doesn't this guy know this?
But also, they're going to be having access to your thoughts. So
No, I know. I would obviously pick the internet history one,
Yeah.
but I feel like people would just be like really confused about like why did he look up? Let's see, what's something in my history that's awesome?
internet history versus thoughts is stupid because, like, you think everything that you're putting into the internet.
Well, and the thoughts one, people would just so easily use against you.
Yeah.
Like, there was this button in my car and I didn't know what it did, and here's me looking up what it was, and I'm sure somebody was like, what the hell?
There's one that says, would you rather get $1 million now or $10,000 every month for the next 10 years? And you're just getting more money. You're just getting $200,000 more dollars with every month. So that doesn't make any sense. Okay.
What doesn't? Well,
This
it does, because some people might want $1 million now.
Okay,
People
this
might
one's
rather.
pretty cool. So freeze time for 30 seconds once every day, or rewind time for 30 seconds once every day.
Rewind.
I'm definitely going rewind because I can redo anything.
Exactly. Like I could do anything and it'd be like, never mind.
And freeze time, what am I going to
What are
do
you
with
doing
that
in 30
that I
seconds?
can't do with rewind? If I want to do something that I would freeze for, I would just like plan, alright, now is when I'm starting the rewind. I got 30 seconds to do what I want, and then it resets.
Well, no, because for pausing time, you could do anything and it would still happen. Like with rewind time, for a very childish example, if you pause time and pantsed somebody, they'd still be pantsed. Whereas if you rewound it, it just wouldn't happen.
That's true.
But
That is
I'd
true.
still think rewinding time is significantly better because you can do whatever the hell you want and then just rewind it. Whereas pausing time, what are you going to do in 30 seconds that benefits you that much?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with, like, rewinding, I could ask, like, a really important question or something, and if it goes sideways, or, like, say something really, like, awful, and then realize afterwards and be like, I don't want to say that, and just, like, rewind time.
Yeah.
Or you could, like, test the waters and, like, try something and then, like, rewind it if necessary.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that just killed somebody, and then just be like, never mind, it didn't.
That's true. Alright, so we're both going rewind on that one.
I think so.
Would you rather gain all knowledge from books by touching them, or gain any physical skills by watching a video of them?
Definitely physical skills.
I think that there's an argument to be made for knowledge.
Oh, for sure, but for me, physical skill.
Well, because there can be books about physical skills.
But you're gaining the knowledge. You're not gaining the ability to do it. Like just because you know how to do something doesn't mean you can.
You sort of are.
Yeah, in a sense, but I feel like there's still situations where it doesn't help you as much.
Well, I'm getting a physical skill is at its base, it's knowledge.
Yes, but it's also based off the like principle of like if I tell you how to do something, your first try is probably not going to like be as good as if you just suddenly knew how to do it.
But also,
Plus you have to track down that book and figure out, like you still have to find and be able to touch that book to do that.
books are pretty easy to come across. Also, like videos, you gotta sit there and watch the video. Books, I could just like run my hand down an entire library bookshelf, and I'd know so much.
Yeah, but it might not be what you want to know.
That doesn't matter.
You know,
I
but
can-
like I'm saying, like you might be looking for something in particular and be like, oh, it's on back order. It's going to take me a week to do, like to get this book.
I don't need things that fast. I can wait a week.
Maybe you do though, or you could have it that fast if you could learn that skill. Plus, couldn't I just watch something about like if we both exist in the same world, could I just like watch something that was like, here's how to gain knowledge by touching a book?
Oh, I see. So you write a book on how you do your thing,
Exactly. We could
and
just
I make a video
piggyback.
about how I do my thing, and then we get both.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to go. That's our answer.
Yeah.
That's our answer right there. I'll go with books. You go with videos,
Okay, perfect.
and we'll take on the world.
Putting the assumption that both of these things are happening in the same world really changes the dynamic of the last question for me.
Dynamic of freeze time versus rewind.
Oh, well, that too.
What
Only
do
a
you
little bit
think?
if you had to choose separate ones. But I was thinking of the superpower one from before that.
Ah.
Like, if you existed in the same world, I don't know that I would choose the same one as if I was the only person.
What? Okay, there's one that's just what what crime would you do? And they're all like deplorable life altering crimes.
Well, hit me with it.
I'm not I don't think that one's podcast safe, Aiden.
Oh no.
I don't think it's podcast safe.
I can only imagine what it might be.
Okay, this one's pretty neat. Would you rather go to hell or heaven for 30 minutes and see everything? There's no like torture or euphoria. You just see what's going on there. And like you got a tour guide that explains everything to you about each one. What would you rather see?
Same with like the time one where it's like there's definitely an argument to be made for hell, but I'm definitely choosing heaven.
Yeah,
just so I know what I need to work
too.
towards.
Yeah. Not like what I need to work in spite of.
Mm-hmm.
I can see what I need to work towards.
Well, I'm just curious what's popping, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so that one's pretty cut and dry. We're going to heaven. Let's see.
Well, unless if that existed in the same world, would you want to do the opposite and we could tell each other?
That's true. We could tell each other when we get back. We can tell each other all about the other one. I call heaven, though. I want to see heaven.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do heaven.
Okay. Like, I want to experience that. I don't want to just be
fine.
told.
I just need to know if it's worth it. That's my thing.
Okay. I think it probably will.
Well, like, but there's so many things that you would have to miss out on, assuming you're. I guess I don't know what the criteria for heaven in this universe is.
It's the same. I think it's just like
well,
Christianity.
isn't the criteria for heaven different? Varies by like what Christian you ask.
Yeah, it does. But like, let's just go with the most common one, like Roman Catholic. Okay. I think that's the most common. Or at least it's the most common where we live. And I don't know, I think it's pretty straightforward. Oh, this is big. This one's good. You can replace one finger on either hand with one of the following. You gotta get your notes out for this one again, too.
Okay, wait, give me a second. Notepad.
Some of these really suck.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay. Refillable lighter. 6-inch stainless steel blade. Rechargeable 2000 lumen flashlight. A spork. Or a Sharpie that never goes dry.
Okay.
I think definitely either lighter or flashlight.
I think blade I would cut myself too much.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if I'm trying to wash my hair or something, I'm running my fingers through my hair, I'm just going to cut up my scalp.
Yeah. Spork is just not helpful in any way.
Yeah, spork makes no sense. Sharpie that never goes dry, there's an argument to be made there.
How would I even write with that, though?
Yeah, how would you write with it? And also, like, the only upside to that is that you don't, like, it's still pretty much like your finger. Like, it's...
Yeah.
It
Wait,
doesn't make it that different.
Is there a would you rather in this would you rather?
What do you mean?
Did it say would you rather replace it with one of these 6 things?
No.
Meaning, like, you get the choice of keeping your finger as well?
No, it's just, would you rather... It's like... It says
if you
can
were missing a
replace
finger.
one finger on either hand with the following. Would you rather have a refillable lighter? Blah, blah, blah. I think... I'm going to go with flashlight, but lighter would also be cool. Lighter's a definite second.
Wait. So is it like a gas-powered lighter?
And it's refillable.
So do I have infinite gas?
I think you still have to buy that.
Oh, it's like refillable. It's not infinite.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely the flashlight. Well, do I have to put batteries
You
in
have
the
to charge
flashlight?
the flashlight. It's a rechargeable flashlight.
Mm,
Let's just say it's both like USB.
I'd say flashlight.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going with flashlight. I just think that there's more use cases for
Definitely.
a flashlight than a lighter.
Definitely. And
I
it's
mean-
easier to carry a lighter with you than a flashlight.
Yeah, and I can turn one into the other pretty easily. Like, I can turn a lighter into a flashlight if I need to in a pinch. It's just not going to be a very good flashlight. And a flashlight, I can just, like, I don't know, put paper right on the bulb, and if it's not an LED, it'll go up in flames.
I'm curious. Is it like the same size as a 2,000 lumen flashlight? Because aren't those pretty
Yeah,
hefty?
I don't know. I think maybe just the same size as your finger.
Okay.
I'd
Then
take
yeah,
it
definitely
either
that.
way.
I think if it was like genuinely the size of a flashlight, I might go with something else.
It might weigh me down, but I think I'd go with it either way.
I just think it would push my fingers to the side too much and it'd be uncomfortable. Anyways, let's carry on.
Okay. This case, you're having a child.
Okay.
Or you had a child. And after a year, you found out that your child was switched at birth with a different one, and it's not your genetic child. Would you switch back or keep the one that you cared for?
Can I see the other child?
Like your genetic child?
Yeah, can I just meet them before making my decision?
Well, they're not gonna. They don't have a lot to meet at 1 year old.
Oh, they're 1 year old. Sorry, I
Yeah.
completely blanked at that part. I think if it was like a genuine, like I had talked to both families and they were like, it's up to you, so I knew my kid wasn't going to get taken, I'm just keeping it.
Really?
Yeah.
I would take my genetic child.
It's like, it's a hard decision, because they're also only one. But at the same time, well, I guess if both families are okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, assuming.
I like the, like, backstory you came up with. If the other family is coming to you, like, we don't care, we're just whatever you choose.
I think I probably would then, just because it'd be a
What shit?
funny story.
That's true.
And also, then no kid's gonna be coming to me later like, how could you? I fucking hate you. And my kid, I don't have to tell them that they're not my kid. And
Mm-hmm.
plus, then, like, I have the solitude of knowing that, like, that is my kid. Like, you know, my bloodline is in this little guy.
I know. That's my main thing. My bloodline's in this little guy.
Because, like, I kind of just forgot when I first said it that, like, 1 year old is, like, I haven't really given them much.
Yeah, but you've, like... They might know how to walk. They might know how to talk.
Yeah, like, I've bonded with them a little bit, but it's, like, not significant enough. Like, I think, what age do you think it is before you start considering not switching?
Probably, like, 2.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably somewhere around, like, 3.
I was gonna say 3, but I don't... I think 3 I'd be pretty sure about wanting to keep...
Well, that's what I'm saying, is, like, 3, there's a certain amount that might persuade me to do it.
3, like, I know the dude.
Yeah, well, like, you've also started, like, your personality's kind of already somewhat in them.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think that's, like, the last age that I'd be like, yeah, I'll switch.
Yeah, probably. Alright. Let's see this next one. We're kind of whipping through these.
We are. Would you
Okay.
rather be a member of the Kardashian family or the Obama family?
That's a big one. Let's do that one.
Okay.
Um, Off rip, I'm going with Obama.
Off rip, I think Kardashian because I'd be rich as hell.
But I'm rich as Obama's family too.
I feel like the Kardashian family's probably richer. I don't really know for sure, but
Yeah, but at a certain point, being like having $100 million and having $1 billion, or even having $1 billion and $100 billion, your life really isn't that different.
well, but Obama also seems like the kind of guy who's like, "This is my money, not my family's money."
Really? I don't think
Like
so.
you gotta earn it.
You gotta earn it. Oh,
Plus, also, this says that. Oh wait, never mind. That's after.
I don't
People
really
are
know
saying
much
that he's
about
worth
it.
anywhere between. He went into the White House with 1.3 million, and now he's worth 70 to 240 million.
That's a lot of money.
It is, but it's not like do whatever the hell you want money.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Like for your kid, like your kid can spend like, here's my credit card, whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. That is that kind of money. I mean, obviously not like a 200 million or $200,000 car,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
but like,
Or like a $10 million house or something. Like,
but still, that's a lot of money.
yeah.
I think I'm definitely going with Obama, just because I don't really know a lot about the Kardashians.
I know not that much about either family. Like, I know some about Obama himself, but not much about either family.
Yeah, I suppose. I know that Obama's from Chicago. I don't know where the Kardashians are from. Are they from like California or something?
I don't know. I feel like if you were, I don't know. Like, I'm definitely picking Kardashian family. Like, I don't. That's just me. More money, more privilege, more famous.
I'm just going with Obama. Like, I don't really want to be famous.
I just feel like it's easier to make yourself money if you were famous.
Yeah, but do I really need to? Plus, it's Obama. I'm gonna be famous.
I mean, doesn't he have like 2 daughters? Are they that famous?
They're pretty famous.
I don't even know their names.
I don't either, but I know a lot of people who know their names. I think I'm going with Obama. If you're going with Kardashians, we're split.
I am.
We're split here.
We can meet in the middle. We can bring the families together.
Yeah.
We can get Obama into the Kardashian family.
We can be like, hey, this, can we like get this guy in here? He's my friend. And they'd be like, yeah.
Well, like, I could marry Obama's daughter, and then they would kind of be family in that way. Is Obama's daughter hot? Obama's
This is why we need Jamie.
daughter.
Maybe Leo can be our Jamie. He can look stuff up for us.
Ah.
She's really.
I don't want to speak ill of Mr. Obama's daughters, so no comment. One of them, not so bad. We can go with that.
Alright. Next, Would You Rather is pretty similar in a way. It's
Okay.
like famous, and it deals with being famous and a lot of money.
Okay.
Would you rather win $100 million lottery and have it announced on national TV, or 10 million and no one knows about it?
I think 100 million. It's not like those $1 billion lotteries where like everyone's seeking money, but it's enough where like your family and whatnot would. But like I feel like what?
I'd have money to give them though.
What do you mean?
I'm not super stingy. Like, I got money to give them.
Random people?
No, my family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would be announced to your family. Too. Like, your family would probably see it. And also, I mean, my family doesn't really watch it that much, nor do they really look at who wins. Look into their lives. So I don't even know that they would find out. Like, I think most people that win on a $100 million lottery, like, a lot of random people see it, but I don't know how much family sees that. But at my current age, they would find out anyways.
Yeah.
But definitely, I mean, I'm getting tenfold, so even if I give away 75 of that, like, I get way more money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 100 million's the move. I was considering 10 million and, like, with investments too, but that's just more work.
Yeah.
And I mean, I could even make more money off of just the fame.
Yeah.
If you know, money is all I'm looking for.
I'm sure somebody has gone famous on, like, some short-form platform for being like, I won the lottery, like, here's what I'm doing.
Definitely. Short form platforms you don't get a lot of money from though, but I know what you mean.
But you could gain a following easily.
Yeah. And then you could start like a crypto scheme or something.
Yeah. Or you could get like a reality TV show about you or something maybe.
Yeah.
Call it like The Man from Minneapolis.
The Man from Minneapolis. That could be me. Alright.
Ugh.
Would you rather have a free... Oh, I didn't finish reading this one before I started, but it's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Would you rather have a free house, free food, and every single one of your basic needs completely covered for free? Or have an army of 1,000 loyal dwarves who will do whatever you command?
So it's either all my expenses are paid or I get 1,000 dwarves.
That will never betray you.
Are they like immortal or no?
Let's say they live as long as you live.
And they can't be killed?
I'd say they can be killed if you send them into situations where they can get killed.
But if I don't, they like are somehow able to avoid being killed.
Yeah, like they don't go off on their own little adventures and die.
Well, but I'm saying, like, let's say I have them, like, all around me, and somebody just decides to start, like, shooting at them.
No, they die then. You gotta keep them safe. This one's way different because it's apples and oranges. These are not comparable things.
Yeah.
The other ones are like all superpowers or something like that, but this one, they're completely different scenarios.
Like, I get a house for life?
Yeah, you get house, food, water, everything for life. I think...
Is it a nice house?
I don't know. It says basic needs. So I think that for that, I might like... If it's not a nice house and like a nice food and stuff, I think what I might do is I might sell that, and then along with like my job,
I think I would get the dwarves into the sex trade and make money off of them.
the sex trade.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't thinking about the sex trade, you know.
I just think it'd be the most profitable.
Well, you know, 1,000 loyal dwarves who will do what I command. Do I need to feed them?
Why don't you just tell them to get food?
Well, then they're not. Then they can't serve me at the same time.
Well, but like I'm saying, say it's like 5 p.m. and like they've been doing something all day, and you say go get food and come back at 6.
I'm not giving them breaks.
Well, it's not a break. It's so that you don't have to pay for their food.
Do
Like,
they
wouldn't
have
you rather
money?
they have an hour off so that you don't have to pay for 1,000 people's
How are,
food?
how are they getting food?
Panhandling. Or like little party tricks because they're dwarves.
I think the 1,000 Dwarfs one. It's growing on me.
Unless the house and food and whatnot is like really top of the line, I'm getting the dwarves.
I could just have the dwarves. Either they could stand on the street and panhandle, or which is less ethical, or they could all get jobs and give all of the money to me. So I'd
Yeah.
have 1,000 times a.
What kind of jobs are
average
dwarves
dwarf's
allowed to
wage.
work?
What do you mean allowed?
Well, like there's got to be certain jobs that they can't do.
I think dwarves are probably allowed to do everything everyone else can do.
Uber driver. I don't know, anything that requires you to be
I was
like
thinking like office jobs. They all get office jobs.
ah,
What if an entire corporation is run by my dwarves?
what if you make a call center with your dwarves?
What are they calling about? What are the people calling about?
Well, just like average scam.
What if
You
I
know,
make just
whatever
like
it be,
a
car
hotline?
insurance or
What if I make a hotline for like just regular everyday questions?
what if I just get really famous and rich off of like using those dwarves?
Well, yeah, that's the goal.
Well, you might want to keep it on the down low.
Why? It's just Gru's minions. That's basically.
When was this
what you
made?
get.
Is dwarf still an okay term?
No, I don't think so. I've just
Okay.
been using it since that's what it says in the.
Well, that's
in
what
the
I'm saying. Is
Reddit
when was
post.
that made?
That was made 3 years ago.
I don't think
Not a
most
lot
people
has
use the
changed
term
since
dwarf.
then,
Yeah.
but I don't think any. I don't. I don't think it was okay then either.
Yeah. I feel like it's not that big of a deal now.
It's
Like
not that big.
I'm not a short person. Well, I'm a short person, but I'm not a disability-wise short person.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they are offended by that or not.
Would you be offended if someone? Okay, so baseline, you're not offended if someone calls you a half little person. So are you offended if someone calls you a half dwarf?
Wait, why is somebody calling me a half little person?
Well, like, that's the politically correct term.
Isn't it just little person?
Yes. And you are not. You're not.
Oh, like I'm in the middle of short
Yeah.
and tall, so I'm a half little person?
Yes.
Oh, if somebody called me a half midget, somebody could call me a midget, I wouldn't care.
Okay. So.
But I would assume it would be
someone is
more
not-
offensive to somebody who is short,
No, I know.
that short. But
Yeah.
for me, it's like whatever, I guess. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Alright.
I'd get over it.
I get the 1,000 dwarves.
I think I'm going with 1,000 dwarves.
What? This one. What? These are so lame. $2 million, but everyone's able to read your mind or eat a cheeseburger.
Dude, a cheeseburger? I'd kill for a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger would be amazing.
I don't know that you would want the read your minds thing.
Yeah, I'm not. That's gonna change my entire life. I don't want to change my life that much for $2 million.
Like, you could probably never get into a good relationship.
Yeah, I know. You could never even have good friendship. Like, I feel like everyone would probably cut you off. You're not gonna do a lot with $2 million.
I don't know that you couldn't have a good friendship.
You could. Okay, imagine you like go to the mountains of Tibet and learn how to like control your mind and meditate. Can you like learn the ways to control what you're thinking?
Only if you somehow, when they ask you that question, can avoid even thinking about the answer.
But like, can you? I feel
You
like
can't
you'd be
mask
able to.
what you're thinking.
You can. You could master that.
But you can't mask what you're thinking, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not like you can think of two different things and they're like, I'm so confused right now.
I know, but like you could. You could eventually just like master not thinking of like a not good answer. And
Maybe.
I think it could be done. And you have $2 million of capital to pay these, like you could pay like teachers. Like I don't know, you could pay Tibetan monks. You could pay for their food and water and like everything that they need. Pay for them to live for their whole life. Maybe
Isn't
not
the whole
whole
point
life.
that they don't buy most food?
Yeah, I know, but like you could take out that part of working for them.
Interesting. I $2 million is like so much money, but like at the same time, it would just ruin so many things.
Yeah.
And then, even if I do master this, I still have to like consciously make that effort whenever I talk to somebody.
But eventually it's just going to be like second nature. You're not going to have to think about
Not really.
masking.
Like even if you eventually were able to master not thinking about what you wanted to say or think originally, you still have to like. There's still something in your brain that like would make you want to think what you actually do. What if you just like went and hung out with a bunch of like people with like Tourette's or something?
What?
Well, 'cause they speak a lot of stuff.
What are you talking about?
Well, you
What was
said
that
you couldn't have
game?
any friends. And so, like, those people kind of speak what's on their mind, I think.
I don't know if that's what Tourette's is.
It's not, but, like, it's close enough that I feel like they'd be like, alright, you can come. Or, like, is there any disease that makes you say everything you think? Because I think there is, like, certain brain disorders that make you say exactly what you're thinking.
That's I mean, that's probably just like something that can happen with autism or ADHD or something.
So just befriend those people.
I suppose, but still, like, that's changing my life so much. I think I'm just gonna go see the monks.
I think I'm just going to have a cheeseburger.
I think I'm getting $2 million and I'm gonna see the monks. Like that makes my life more interesting, really.
So
Like
you're
what-
dropping out of school and going to. I think I would just. What if the monks don't want you? Because in your mind, you're probably thinking something like, these monks are kind of weird, and they're like, hey, what the hell, man?
I I don't know if
Or
I'd
you're
go
like,
to
man, this
meet-
guy's accent's kind of funny, or why is he half naked, or.
It's really difficult. It really is.
I think my life is good enough that I could just take a cheeseburger. Plus, like, $2 million, you're not living the rest of your life off of $2 million.
Yeah.
It's not, like, impossible. It's just, like, why limit yourself to that?
I mean, either way I go, I feel like I have a chance of regretting it. No matter what I choose.
I don't think I'd regret it that much if I took a cheeseburger. Like, you might look back on it and be like, eh, I guess. But I think evidently you'd just be like, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, you've convinced me for cheeseburger.
Plus, don't you kind of want a cheeseburger right now?
No, not at all.
Oh. I haven't eaten in a while, so. Kind of want a cheeseburger.
Alright. Some of these are just really... They don't make much sense. There's not much thought behind them, I feel like. But every time I say one out loud that I don't think there's much thought behind it, it goes into one of the bigger questions. This one is, would you rather have the blue pill or the red pill? The red pill makes you become God and invincible, which I assume means immortality as well. And the blue pill is blueberry flavored, very tasty.
Blue. Well, I guess, like, define very tasty. Like, is this the tastiest thing I've ever had?
No, it's just like, the blueberry flavored is just, the blue pill is just in place of, like, your life stays the way it is. It's not.
Oh, I was just hoping it'd be really good.
No, it's like one of those blue flavored jelly beans.
Oh, red for sure then. I don't like jelly beans.
Okay, let's say they both taste like their respective jelly bean flavor.
Oh man, can I choose neither? No, I'm
yeah.
definitely choosing red.
You're definitely choosing red. Okay. I don't really like when people say like I would never be invincible or I would never live forever because then I'm never gonna die and I'm just gonna be floating through space.
Because eventually you'd be okay with it though.
Yeah, like that and also that's a price I'm willing to pay.
Well, but in this one specifically, you're God, so you can just make everybody survive, right?
That's true too. That's very true. It eliminates the downside. Yeah, it's red pill all the way. Although I do like the blue jelly beans better than the red jelly beans.
They
do
are.
have to admit. But I'm
guess I
God,
don't
so
really
I
know
can
which
give
one's
myself as many blue jelly beans as I want.
I don't like jelly beans. I don't know why you would want to give yourself jelly beans if you could give yourself anything.
I'm just saying about the jelly beans.
Oh, okay.
Not
You could wash it down with a couple blue ones afterwards.
Yeah. Get the rotten flavor out of my mouth.
If you take like multiple blue ones, does your life you're never allowed to have a blue jelly bean again, or else your life like goes back to normal.
Oh. Then I just avoid it. I don't.
Well, I'm just saying, because you said you were gonna wash it down with the blue one, so I'm just saying you can't do that.
I haven't had a blue jelly bean. I haven't had any jelly beans in a very long time.
Well, yeah, but now I'm saying you can't wash it down with that. You're gonna have to wash it down with like a pink jelly bean or something.
I'll just wash it down with water.
No. No, you gotta wash it down with another jelly bean.
Alright. Well, I'll take 2 red jelly beans.
Oh, double it up. You could be double God.
Double God. Just to make sure. just to make sure it worked.
Yeah.
How long you want to do this podcast for? We've been going for an hour now. I'd say probably 90 minutes to 2 hours is probably the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Alright.
I got a couple more questions. I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want me to bust out a website if you start running low on your Reddit.
Why don't we switch back and forth? I'll find one more here, and the next one will be all you.
Okay. That gives me time to find a good one.
Yeah. What? Most of these are just about, like... Most of these are just about like Reddit, like it's about upvotes or which one's been picked more, because they're all like polls. So most of them are about those. Okay. Would you rather live with a ghost who cooks delicious meals for you every day, or live with a ghost who cleans your home every day?
So cooks or cleans?
Yeah.
Cleans.
Yeah, I'd probably go with cleans too, 'cause cooks,
It's nice. It's just not that nice.
well, I might go with cooks. I think I'm going with cooks actually, 'cause it's delicious meals. These are the best meals I've had in my life.
Are they?
Let's just say, for the sake of it, your home is spotless every single day, all the time.
Does he clean anything or just my house?
Anything in your house.
Like he won't clean my car or anything.
If it's in a garage, he'll clean your car.
I'll have to get a garage.
Or how
but,
about if
like,
it's on your property? He cleans
I'll have
it.
to
So
get a driveway, but
in your driveway or on the curb if you really want to.
okay.
He'll clean your house. If it matters that much to you, he'll clean your car.
I think the idea of being able to go somewhere any day and like my car is like spotless would be pretty nice.
I don't. My car doesn't get dirty that much. It's not that big a deal for me.
My car's black, so it gets dirty really quickly.
Well, if I
Plus, I mean, like your car might not get too dirty, but like imagine it being shiny, and like everything else in your house too is shiny.
I can use the money that I save on food.
You're not saving any money. He's just cooking it. He's just cooking what you
Oh.
have.
So I get him ingredients still.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's
Oh.
just what I assumed. We
Well,
could say he gets you the food.
You gotta get him cleaning products then too.
Yeah, I was under that assumption. That's just not very hard. Most of the cleaning that I would need him to do is just picking up around my house, throwing it away. Obviously, he'll still need cleaning products, but it's not like you use that much.
Yeah.
If we're saying no, you don't, then definitely food. If he's getting me free food every day. If you do have to pay for it, I'd rather he just clean everything.
It would get annoying pretty quick how often he runs out of like 409 or something. Because he's
How-
cleaning it every day.
Just pick up a bottle on your way home. It's a couple dollars. Plus, I mean, like, just because you, like, if a wall is clean and I don't touch it, it's not like it's going to be dirty again.
But he's gonna clean it again. He cleans the whole
No, he
house.
isn't. If it's still spotless, it says he cleans every day. It doesn't say he cleans things unnecessary.
I was under the impression he just cleans everything unnecessary.
I was under the impression he cleans things that need cleaning.
I'm going with meals. I'm going with meals because I feel like sometimes, one, it's hard to find a good recipe. 'Cause obviously, you don't know if it's going to be good until you make it. And two, I feel like I just...
Does he meal prep for me? Like, can I have him
Yeah,
make me lunch for the day?
He'll meal prep for you.
And can I be like, hey, I'm bulking right now. I need you to start making like 4,500 calorie meals, dude. And he'll be like, okay. Or is it just whatever he feels like?
No, you can definitely ask.
I think the convenience and time that I gain from cooking would be nice, especially if he's paying. But
Also,
if I have to pay for all these gourmet meals he's making, I'm just gonna have him clean my house.
I feel like it'd kind of get annoying cleaning your house because it doesn't. I was thinking like he does it at night originally, but it doesn't specify that. So,
But he's a ghost. It's not like he's getting in your way.
but like, He's using the vacuum cleaner, and it's getting in your way.
He can use the loud things when I'm gone, though. And he's only cleaning what's getting dirty, so if I, like, lay down on my bed, it's not like my bed gets immediately dirty. It's just like if I'm eating something and I'm done with the wrapper, and I can throw it on the floor and he'll take it out for me. I don't know why I'm throwing it on the floor, but I can.
I think I'm going with meals still.
It's just dependent on if I have to pay or not. That's my only thing. I'm not funding some gourmet meal.
Alright, it's your turn.
Would you rather always feel hungry or always feel tired? I know what my pick is, so I'm curious to hear yours.
How hungry?
Let's say, so tired-wise, you're tired enough that, like, no cognitive function is lost. Like, you can still drive without being, like, basically impaired.
But you're just...
And hungry-wise, it's like, you know when, like, you're gonna make dinner, but, like, you're not starving?
Okay, hungry. Easily hungry.
I mean, I definitely am picking hungry as well. That was my pick before I even asked. But, just to play devil's advocate, like, you would never, ever gain any gratification from eating.
That's true, but still, you would gain gratification, just not
only based on the taste.
Yeah. I think I'm still going with hungry.
I think I'm going with hungry almost only because, like, I already am almost always hungry.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like with tired, like, you know, if you hang out with somebody for a while and you, like, get a little bit more tired, then you're, like, mega tired.
Yeah, and also...
And hungry, I feel like I'd adapt to pretty quickly.
I feel like recently I've been more tired, and it's just made me, I don't know, feel a little more irritable. I didn't like it at all. So yeah. I don't think I could deal with that every single day. So I'm all in on hungry. Alright, now back to me. Okay, this one seems pretty easy for me. This one's got 6 options again, so get your notes out.
Okay, 1 second. Notepad. Okay.
Would you rather die now with no pain? Live at your normal lifespan, so just however long you're gonna live already.
Okay.
Live twice as slowly, so live twice your normal lifespan. 5 times your normal lifespan. 10 times your normal lifespan. Or immortal.
This is the easiest question of my life.
It is. I'm immortal.
I'm sorry, but you are incorrect.
I'm wrong? Are you going with 10 times?
I'm going 10 times.
Why? Why not immortal?
I feel like, as much as I agree with you that if you're immortal, eventually you'll just get over it and whatnot, I'm still, like, for the first, like, probably 100 years after everything stops, like, really bored. And there's not much to do. You know, you're not really talking to people. And it's just kind of, like, sentenced to, like, solitary confinement for the rest of your life. Whereas, with 10x lifespan, I feel like with immortal, I just don't have a purpose. Like, I have the mentality of, like, I'll get to it later, because why should I have to get to it now? Whereas, with 10x of my lifespan, there's still stuff I get around to. And like with Immortal, are you staying this age or are you still getting old?
Let's say you can control how old you are.
Okay, well that changes things. Like I can just be 70 and then the next day I want to be 20.
Or actually, let's say you like stop at 28.
28. Huh. I still think I'm picking 10x. Just because I get to see a lot of generations and whatnot, but still feel like I've got purpose. I almost want to go with 5x. Just because I've got a ticking clock, but I still can do so much.
I
The only
consider
annoying thing about those is that when you get into old age, your old age is 5x.
Yeah, that's true. I considered 10x,
Mm.
but I I decided against it because with 10x, I feel like once I get to the end, I'm just gonna have regretted not choosing Immortal.
I don't know that I would. I think I would find enough purpose in my life during that time that I'd be happy.
I'm going Immortal. I just like the whole concept of immortality in general.
I think 10x or 5x. I'd like to know what my lifespan was beforehand. Like if I'm dying at 20, I'd pick 10x. If I'm dying at like 150 because technology just gets that good, then I'm probably just picking 5x.
Yeah. I don't know why
Okay.
there's an option to die now with no pain.
Yeah, nobody. I mean, like, even like 2xing your lifetime isn't that bad. If you are under the assumption, I
No,
guess,
there's an
just
option to live normally too.
yeah, I guess that's true too. Just dying, I don't know. Some depressed kid probably chose it.
Alright, your turn.
I've got two good ones here. Oh no.
You can do them both.
Is this what? This one's actually just kind of bad.
Okay, then
Because
don't
it
do
just
'em
says,
both.
would you rather stay young physically or mentally? And I just feel like the mentally one is just worse.
Yeah.
Like, what would you want to stay young mentally for?
Like, well, no. Maybe young is like 25.
But, like, what do you gain from having a 25-year-old brain rather than, like, a 40-year-old brain?
No dementia. You don't get dementia when you're really old.
You might not get dementia anyways. And plus, it's not like it affects you that much if you do.
Yeah, it does.
Well, like, I mean, it does, but it's not like you're gonna remember the better times.
No, I'm going. If I stay young physically,
Mm-hmm.
do I still die?
Yeah.
I still stay like 25-year-old, but after like 70 years, I'm just completely mentally shot and not
Maybe.
completely, but like
You're as mentally shot as you were gonna be, which might be none.
yeah, but it could be a lot.
It could be.
And then I just like drop dead because most ways that people die is because of a physical problem, like physically being
sort
older.
of. I mean, yes, but even people who are older and in tip-top of shape eventually would die. You might live longer than the average person, but you're not going to live forever.
I feel like it might kind of be like the not total immortality. Like, you don't die of old age, but you just die of... You can die of a car crash or something.
Yeah, you'd probably die of a car crash or some new illness, or I don't know, if you live that long, maybe something in your brain just stops.
Maybe something in your brain stops. That's true. We don't know.
I also feel like if I choose mentally, like, I'll just be, like, somewhat immature for a long time.
But I'm kind of good with that.
Are you? Don't you think people around you would be, like, really bored of that eventually?
Well, I'm having fun.
Until nobody wants to spend time with you. Like, if you had the mind of, like, you right now and everybody else you know is, like, 70, like, who's to say they want to spend time with, like, a 17-year-old?
I'm still going under the impression of 25-year-old brain.
Even then, you're still more immature than, like, a 70-year-old
Yeah.
in terms of wisdom and whatnot. And just things you want to do. Like, you probably still want to go out and, like, party at the club or some shit. And grandma just wants to stay home and read.
But you could just find new people of your same, like, find other 20-year-olds.
Right now, Will, would you hang out with a 25-year-old if they were fun?
What?
Would you hang out with a 25-year-old right now if they were fun? Normal 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Would you hang out with an 86-year-old that's fun, but is very restricted physically in the things that they can do? Like, maybe a couple times? Maybe every once in a while?
Yeah, maybe every once in a while. That's true.
I'd go with physically. Just because the mental thing was going to happen anyways, but physically is one of those things where it's like some people just are able to stay in shape longer. So
Well,
it's not that big of a deal.
I do hear about, like, how physically it's just really tough for people to physically age, and, like, it's really tough to give up things that you used to do a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, imagine getting an ED.
A what?
Erectile dysfunction.
Oh. What?
Like, that'd be so tough.
Okay. I don't know, I think physically could be the move.
I think it's the move.
Alright, and then what's your second one?
It's the old classic of would you rather have more time or more money? With no specification, which leaves a lot of room for us to speculate.
How much more time, how much more money?
Exactly what we're speculating.
What?
Let's put a cap here. What is the equivalent of time and money for you?
What?
So let's say you get 1.5x your life. What would you consider half of your life to be worth? If I said you had to take half of your life off right now, like what amount of money are you getting in compensation for that?
I'm gonna look up how much money does the average American make over their entire lifespan.
Well, I feel like it's only fair to assume that it's more than that, right? Like, you're not just making the money that you would have made during that time, because you're getting more money than your salary.
What? It's only 1.7 million? That's wild.
I mean, but that's probably for the average American that's making what, like...
500, or 50,000 annually.
And not every American's gonna make more than that. I don't want to be insensitive here, but you'll probably make more than 50,000.
Yeah.
I'd say in compensation for half of my life being cut off, I want like at least a couple million.
Yeah. For sure.
So you either get 50 years or $5 million.
I'm going 50 years because I I value time a lot more than money.
I'm going money because I don't want to be like 150 years old. Doesn't sound ideal for me.
Is it like the
No, you're still
last
aging.
question?
You're just
No,
getting more time.
I know. Is it like the last question where it's like I age slower, or do I still age at the same rate and I'm just on a 150-year-old dude?
That's what I'm taking it as, is like you're getting more time, but the time isn't necessarily like you're not aging slower than everybody else. You're just getting a longer lifespan.
Okay. I still think I'm going with time.
I'm definitely going with money. Cuz I'm still living my normal life.
I'm going time. Alright, let's find a new one. Ooh. Which age would you rather be forever? And the options are 6, 16, 26, 36, or 46.
Wait, you're going to have to say those options one more time.
It's just all numbers that end with 6 of 6, 16, 26, 36, 46.
Okay.
So they all ended 6.
Same age for the rest of my life?
Yeah. I think definitely not 46. Definitely not 6. And probably not 36 either.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going 16.
I don't. I think 26 is where I'd go. I think I'm going 26 because I'm not limited that much. I feel like at 16 I'm limited a lot because I'm not 18 yet.
When I was 16, I did enough that I'm willing to be that age for the rest of my life.
But don't you think you'd get sick of that pretty quick?
What part of it?
All of it. Like there's a lot of limits. There's a lot of borders on what you can't do.
Yeah, some. I mean, the only thing I really couldn't do is like alcohol,
You can't buy a house.
dates. Well, you can have somebody co-sign for you or own the house in somebody else's name, or you could have an apartment that's co-signed by a parent or guardian.
This is saying you're living forever at that age.
Right.
Your parents are gonna die. You're not gonna have.
And then you get a guardian, though.
You're always gonna need a guardian, though.
Only to be the co-signer of your lease. It's not like they have to be there with you. I just feel like 26 is like...
That'd be so
I've got-
sketchy to like come up to someone and be like, "Hey, can you co-sign?"
Well, it would be somebody who you know, because they're your new guardian.
But how do you find someone to be your new guardian?
What do you mean? I'm 16 forever. I would be like, it would be my siblings, and then my siblings' kids, and then my siblings' kids' kids. Like, you just have your generational family do it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, I definitely think 26 has a very large advantage on it, but I haven't gotten to live as 26 yet, and I don't want to be limited to that.
Can you have your child be your legal guardian?
Why not?
Like, if someone got old enough and, like, mentally messed up enough that they weren't able to care for themselves, could their kid legally adopt them? I don't know why they would need to, other than this would you rather case. I'm going 26, I don't care.
26 is awesome, but I feel like I'd be settled down too much. A child can be a legal guardian of their parent.
Okay.
I feel like I'd be tied down too much. Like, I'd probably already be married or close to it. I'd probably already have a job that is set in stone.
Yeah, I'm good with that, because it's not
well, but
like
everybody else you know is aging.
It's not like I'm reliving my 26th year over and over. It's like...
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, like, your wife is going to age.
Okay. I'll just remarry after she dies after a while.
That's going to be so long. You're going to be dating, like, a 90-year-old woman for so long.
Okay, then I'll divorce her because she's old. Is that what you want me to say?
I did kind of want to hear that. I definitely think 26 is the better option, but I still think 16 is just too awesome.
Why are you choosing? Then why are you choosing 16 if you say 26 is the better option?
Because I haven't lived to be 26 yet. I don't know what it's like. Like, it's definitely, when you just think about it base level, the better option. But, like, what if I'm not a good 26-year-old?
What's a good 26-year-old in your eyes? What constitutes...
Like, what if my fucking, like, what if I'm like, my legs are chopped off by that time, and, my eyes out, and, like, I'm in a wheelchair or something.
What? What if it's just... Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, say I got in a car crash and I survived, and...
No, I understand. I'm just saying... Why... I think it's just like... Today, you go to sleep, you wake up, you're 26.
Ah, I thought it was I live until 26 and then I'm 26 forever.
No. Like, nothing that happens in between now and then matters. Also, you're still, like, if you get in a car accident that makes you lose your limb after, like, 16 years of being 26, you're gonna still live with that for the rest of your endless life.
Am I immortal in this case scenario,
yes.
Or is it just I'm 26 until I'm
what
would have been my death date?
You're immortal.
But, like, 16, there's not much worry behind it, you know? Like, you could just infinitely go to high school.
You want to infinitely go to high school.
Well, or you could, if you didn't want to anymore, you could just drop out. But, like, everything's taken care of for you. And, like, you can hang out with people your age or older, but it's, like, weird if a 26-year-old decided to hang out with, like, a 16-year-old.
I suppose. I just don't like the idea of getting held back in a bunch of stuff.
I don't either, but I'm not there yet. You know? Like, all the things that I'm handicapped by, I still am, and it's not that big of a deal to me.
And, like, you say about the no responsibilities thing, you're gonna get responsibilities pretty soon. Also, like, any relationship, I feel like someone's gonna cut it off after a while, because they're, like, 30 dating a 16-year-old.
Right.
Or married to a 16-year-old.
Well, it's either that or you cut it off once you're, like, dating a 50-year-old.
But that's someone who's 26 dating a 50-year-old is much different than someone who's 16 dating a 50-year-old.
Right, but I'm saying either way you're gonna cut it off, probably. And I mean, you're immortal. Either way, they're gonna die.
What's up, fellas?
What's up? We're talking about Would You Rathers.
We're kind of doing a podcast right now, Leo. It's just...
Okay. I have an important question for you guys.
What?
$500,000.
Okay, we're in the middle of
Jay-Z.
one. Calm down. We're in the middle of one.
No, this is a more important question.
No, we're in the middle of one.
Like, it's urgent. You have a choice to
We're
make. and it's-
almost wrapped up, Leo. We're almost wrapped up with this question. And then you can pitch your question. But I think... Okay. Our final answers are 26 and 16.
No, I'm. You've convinced me. I'll try out 26 for a bit.
For a bit, you're immortal. You can't.
Yeah,
go
but
back.
like, if I have to, I'll just act like a 16-year-old. Like, I'm immortal. I'm not gonna die if I quit my job.
Okay. I suppose that does work. All right, Leo, what's your question?
So, $500,000 of dinner with Jay-Z.
$500,000. I don't care about Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Think about it.
$100,000.
Think of what?
Will, who's your favorite person?
My favorite person?
What does that really entail?
What?
Will, $500,000 or sex with Jay-Z?
I don't really know
Think
who
about it,
Jay-Z
Will. That's like a-
is. Who's Jay-Z? Jamie, pull up a picture of Jay-Z.
It's going in the group chat.
Okay. Okay, that'll help.
He's a rapper, Will, if that helps.
Okay. I still don't
He's
really
worth
care.
like billions, though, right? Could I ask him for like $100,000?
Over dinner.
You can go right ahead. Do whatever you want with him at the dinner. Like,
Do whatever you want.
not. Like, think about how good that food is gonna be. Like, does that affect your
I
answer?
can have my way with him, is what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
Jay-Z, do you
I'm
need
saying
a new
you could
lover?
proposition him with anything. It doesn't mean he's gonna say yes.
Then I'm just taking the $500,000.
Yeah, I'm just,
Do you like Jay-Z or something?
No, I haven't listened to a single one of his songs.
Isn't he married to Beyonce?
I don't know.
Do you even know who Jay-Z is?
No, I a little.
Where did this question stem from?
One of my friends asked me that once, and it really made me think.
Okay.
Questions like, who's Jay-Z again?
Okay. Leo, you join up. Would you rather be TikTok famous or YouTube famous?
YouTube.
YouTube famous. I feel like the type of things I would want to make are
It'd fit
things
better
that
on
would fit,
YouTube.
that would fit better on YouTube, yeah.
But TikTok
I'm just more worried about
famous-
how often. I'm just worried about how often TikTok is under threat of a ban.
That's true. But
That's like
TikTok
one-
famous, you can transfer that into YouTube, and also it's lower effort.
I feel like
Either
it transfers better the other way, though.
either one of them transfers not very poorly. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, what are we considering famous? Because I feel like TikTok famous, like, the equation is like 3x of whatever YouTube is. Like, to be YouTube famous, you only need, like, I don't know, a couple 100,000, maybe 1 million. And, like, a lot of people know you on YouTube. But, like, with TikTok, you need, like, a couple million fans for people to be like, that guy's TikTok famous.
I don't know. I feel it's both with I don't know how this is true for TikTok at least, but if like on YouTube, if you have like, even if you have like 50,000 people who but 50,000 people who consistently watch your stuff, like, it's very easy to snowball from there. It's like how you're in the top 1% of Twitch viewers. If you can consistently turn like 10 viewers,
You're in the top 10% of viewers if you get 10.
You're in the top 1% of Twitch content creators if you're getting like 10
Oh, gotcha,
viewers
gotcha.
consistently. Like, I don't know if that's the exact number, but you get the point, you know.
I just also feel like YouTube is probably more profitable
I don't.
Definitely more profitable.
and
yeah.
more widely regarded as like acceptable because it's been around longer.
Yes,
Does
I mean,
this-
like, I think
Does
most
this
people.
mean that it's my full-time job?
It doesn't have
Yes.
to be.
I mean, it could be.
You have the opportunity to have it.
Like, I just
I
have
assume
this always there as a fallback option. Like, I have a big following. I can start making a bunch of videos if I want to, and they're going to be watched, and and I'm going to make money off it.
Well, yeah, you're at the point where
Yes.
you could go full time, or you could keep up whatever.
Would you rather be the most famous person on YouTube or TikTok?
I think it's a lot of stress either way.
I'm just saying, would you like which? If you had to choose, which one would you choose?
Again, probably YouTube.
Yeah, probably YouTube.
There's
I
a
feel
lot
like
more
the
money in
culture
being-
around being the biggest on YouTube.
Like, there's a big culture and like there's a big. I feel like that's a more well-known and respected position than being.
Oh my God, you'd have over 260 million subscribers.
No. Mr.
What?
Beast is so big.
That's not Mr. Beast. That's T-Series apparently.
What? I thought
I
Mr.
think it was
Beast
like
was the
Coco Melon
biggest.
or something.
Mr. Beast is like the biggest single channel, like not run by a company. I think is how it works.
Mr. Beast is a
As-
company at this point.
Not really. It's not like.
But it's not
But
the-
he's,
it is technically a company
it's
that he
not-
started.
It's
It-
not
but
at all
it's-
the same thing. I don't know whether you
I
can
think-
say it's run by one, like whether you can say run by one person or whatever. But like, you look at T-Series, which posts Indian music videos, and you look at Mr. Beast. and
Wait,
those are
Mr. Beast
not
has
the same
246
thing.
million?
Yeah.
I thought he had like 100. I mean,
Yeah, I know,
T-Series
he's
still
been
has
gone
more, but
crazy.
like still, only by like 20 million.
The point is like Mr. Beast is the face of his channel.
T-Series is just like an Indian highlights, like whatever the hell is happening in India is there.
That's
basically.
what I'm saying. It's not at all the same thing.
It's like if Top Mojo or whatever that channel's called.
Watch Mojo.
Yeah, Watch Mojo was number 1. Okay, so we all agree YouTube.
Yeah, it's just a way like you. But the point is, I could tell you about like people who have contended for like that position on YouTube. If you ask me about TikTok, I think this would be even true for most people who are watch TikTok way more often than me.
No. No,
Like-
it's like Charlie D'Amelio and Cobby Lame. Those are the ones that I know.
Kabi
you-
Lami has 161 million followers.
Is
The
there
point
a
is,
new
I don't-
biggest?
That's him.
He's the biggest still.
For
Yeah.
me at least, the TikTok isn't nearly as respected it or money making of a position.
Well, but like apparently his manager charges $750,000 per post.
What?
That's what it says.
So like
Like-
every time he posts, he has to pay his manager $750,000.
No, like that's what he charges brands to give a promotional video from his channel.
Oh.
That's it for TikTok. I was gonna say 75,000 is like insane production value.
He don't even talk. He just makes a funny face. Alright, Aiden.
I'm
it's
also
your
just
turn.
picking YouTube because I understand it better, though.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and again
also,
with the same thing of the
it's-
type of content I would want to make is not TikTok content.
TikTok is more like saturated into modern day, like, just like
There's a-
corporate evilness, I feel like.
Well, and I could always upload YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is on the
that's
same platform.
And additionally, again, that's also very transferable. Like, you can...
I'm just saying, there's no TikTok longs.
There
I thought
is,
there
but
was.
there's people don't use it, but that's an option.
Well, you can upload a 10-minute video, but that's not like...
Yeah, it's not the same as YouTube.
It's still in the same format.
Uh-huh. Alright, Aiden. Your turn to choose.
Okay. Okay, that one's kind of awesome, but no. Would you rather every meal for the rest of your life be too spicy or too sweet?
Do I get to pick? Too
I think
spicy or too sweet?
I think too spicy.
Oh, I thought this was building up to a different one. Okay. I thought that was
I
just
think
one side of the would you rather.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
Too spicy or too sweet?
can one of you guys sleep, please?
I'm in a hole talking about would you rather.
I'll
I'm currently in the quarries and mines of Linia.
Okay, so too spicy or too sweet? You definitely get sick of both of them,
I
but I feel like too sweet would ruin so many. Or I mean, yeah, too sweet.
Does
would
spicy
ruin
get
so many.
consistently spicier? Because eventually you'd adapt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's the same amount of spice we add, I think that spicy would suck at first, but like spicy, there's a lot more food options. That
Well, no,
and this
you
is-
could
this is
have
even
whatever
tr-
you want. If you want chicken, it's either
That's what
super
I'm saying.
spicy chicken or super sweet chicken for some
That's what I'm
reason.
saying. I think spicy goes well with more things.
Yeah.
Like, if I offer you, hey, do you want to have a really spicy chicken? Like, you'd get used to that after a while. If I say you want super sweet chicken, that's just like gross.
Would you rather begin every sentence with "Hey jerkface" or end every sentence with "Haha, I was just kidding"?
I don't like would you rather's that are just like two like objectively negative things.
I don't know. It makes for a good argument for us. That's what Will and I are kind of doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, but like
So back and forth, like click and clack.
I like it when it's like minor things where it's not like the trolley problem, you know?
We liked. I think what a majority of ours though were like two good things and trying to determine which one was the best.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why? I just think that's better than like. Would you rather never be able to taste for the rest of your life, or never be able to see? And it's like,
We might have to do that one.
I mean, that one. The answer is definitely taste.
Okay, would
Yeah.
you rather be very strong or very fast?
Very fast.
I think strong. I think strong is more useful. Like, what are you defining as fast? Like,
You're consistently 3x whatever you're doing. So you're 3 times as strong if you gain any strength, it's 3x. You're 3 times as fast if you get any faster, it's 3 times that.
Is this just
I
like
thought you were
running
talking about like
speed?
in the range of human possibility, or like.
No,
Is this
like
like running
superpowers.
speed or like thinking speed or what?
just specifically athletic.
Okay.
So like,
Running
You become an
or I don't know. You can't write faster or something like that.
yeah, but like,
Well,
so
Let's
like,
say, I mean, you can write faster. It's just not like you're slowing down time, so it's just really sloppy.
like you can move your hand pretty fast, but like it's not gonna be.
You have
doesn't
to
come with all
control it
the
to
fine-
be good.
Yeah, it doesn't come with all the fine motor skill required, which you could definitely probably train up to, but like,
I mean, I'm just doing strong for the funsies, but like,
I kind of see what you're at, but I think
Well, strong would kind of play into fast. Eventually.
play into what?
Play into
Not-
fast eventually.
really?
I don't know about
I mean, like, you'd get faster, but it's not like
Like, if I have a
Just
really
saying.
strong like deadlift, right?
Well, if I have
That
like
doesn't
a really
affect the
strong
amount of
core
time.
and legs, I'm gonna be able to run faster.
you're not gonna like just because your legs are 3 times stronger doesn't mean you're 3 times faster.
Yeah, if
though.
I can do
I
like a
know.
bunch of really good like power squats, that's not gonna affect my time to run a 500-meter dash by too much.
But I mean, they both sort of affect
Like, yes,
each
they have a
other in
positive
little ways.
correlation, but like,
You definitely get
It's-
more out of strength. Being able to, you would definitely be at least a bit faster.
but
Whereas
you could say
with-
the same
with-
thing.
With speed, you're not going to be a bit stronger.
Your
I mean, I
legs
think
would.
that I would kind of disagree with that. Like,
In
Yeah.
what way? We're saying with
your
the same
legs will
amount of
be
effort.
stronger. Like,
What?
like your legs will be stronger. Like,
No, it's assuming you have the same amount of effort going in. Just like now, I'm with the same amount of effort 3 times stronger. With the same amount of effort, I'm 3 times faster.
it's like the equivalent of having done. Like in one moment, you get the equivalent of having like worked out to the point that you're 3 times stronger / faster.
But like you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, to a human extent, obviously. You know, you're not gaining. I think I'm going with faster.
Yeah, I think I'll go with faster too.
I'm
the
going with
things like-
stronger.
I think stronger is cool. I think both of them are good choices, but like, I think in my daily life, faster has more opportunities. Like, say, like my commute on the bike. Like,
Well, that's not. You're not going to be faster on your bike.
Yeah, you are.
yeah, you
well,
would.
You.
Like, that plays into faster.
I'm just. You wouldn't be 3 times quicker necessarily.
But it's for things like that. The faster is gonna be more useful than like.
Then
I
stronger.
don't need to be doing massive like.
Well, actually, in terms of biking, it might not be more useful because if you're 3 times stronger and you're exerting 3 times the force, unlike with running, you're like it is a genuine
Well-
correlation.
Well, I mean, I assume the faster comes with better endurance. Like,
No,
Then
just
what
like
does
the
it do?
strength wouldn't come with like necessarily.
like faster in what category? Like a 500-meter dash, like a marathon. Which of these categories am I 3 times faster at?
If you wanted to full out sprint right now, you can run whatever miles per hour you're running right now. It's 3x. You're not any better at running. You're just quicker. Just like you're not any better at lifting weights. You don't have better form. It's just lighter to you.
I'm still going with faster.
I think I'm still going with faster. It's just like
Okay, this one's big. Found a good one. Would you rather bring a knife to a sword fight or bring a pistol to a assault rifle duel?
I think I'm dying either way.
Well, what do you have a better chance with? That's really the question here.
For some reason, my
Probably a
brain,
gunfight.
I understand what you're saying, but I think my brain just for some reason thinks I can win like the sword fight.
I'm just under the assumption if somebody's starting a sword fight, they're really good with a sword. Just
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm
somebody has a
saying.
rifle and wants to have a shootout does not mean they're good with a gun.
Yeah, like if someone goes up to you on the streets, like challenge you to a sword duel, like there's no chance that that person is like gonna be bad, right? Like,
Whereas I feel like with a gun, they're probably like they might be decent aim, but they're not necessarily like really really good. If we were to assume they were of the same skill level, though.
actually,
this
this is a fight for
person's
my
at
life.
the
I feel
same
like
skill level as you.
Oh, they're at the same skill level as me.
How about
Knife.
How about we just go with that?
knife.
I'm going knife either way.
I
I think I can sneak something out.
it feels like there's less chances to get a lucky win in the gunfight.
It's not necessarily a lucky win. You just need a shot. And if you're strategic about how you're hiding, like I mean, just hide around places and then.
But okay, where is
I also
this
feel like the
happening?
gunfight would be a lot less painful. Like
Where's this
if you get
happening?
shot and die, like big whoop. But if you bleed out from a knife fight, like yikes.
Is this happening in like a place where
In the street.
it's just in the street?
Well, let's assume that there's some coverage, but yes.
Okay.
Like a downtown street where there's cars and obstacles to hide behind and whatnot.
Alright.
How big is this knife, too? Is it like a pocket knife? Is it like a kitchen knife?
It's like, I'd say, I don't know, like a 6-inch little knife.
Is this person as strong as me?
Let's just say you're fighting yourself.
Yeah, I said that makes the whole fighting someone of similar skill level to yourself a lot easier.
Well, because then if somebody swings a sword at me and I grab their hand and we're of the same strength level, I'll just...
Yeah,
You swing a sword at yourself.
I feel like in a sword fight against myself, the knife is honestly just like the better choice. Like, I feel like it's easier to get like.
Yeah, I know nothing about using a sword.
I say a knife feels. I don't know a whole lot about like fighting with a knife either, but it just feels like it's gonna be easier. Like, you know, I think I can just lunge at myself, and myself is not gonna be able to stop that with the sword. Like,
I'm better with a knife than I am with a sword. I'm better with a rifle than I am with a pistol.
Yeah,
So, knife.
I said I feel like I'm not good with either a rifle or a pistol, but I feel like that one is gonna come down to just luck, whereas the knife one, I feel like I'm just genuinely at an advantage with the knife.
I definitely think with guns, it's a lot of a different story. Because, like, if I was going against somebody with no knowledge of a gun, I feel like I could just get them to, like, accidentally spray too hard with, like, a rifle. And just aim it with a pistol. But I know, if it's myself, I know too much about firing a rifle to be stupid with it. Whereas with a sword, I'm just blocking it and, like, stabbing
the sword,
guy.
the sword, like, well, yeah, like, what are you gonna do with a sword? Like, against someone with a knife who's just gonna, like, run at you and leap, like... Like, I feel like maybe they get, like, one hit on you with the sword, but, like, then they die. Like...
Alright, I think we've reached our conclusions of going with knife and a sword fight.
For sure.
Alright, Aiden, what's
and I feel like that knife and a sword fight's true for no matter who I was fighting.
I don't.
I'm infinitely more confident that with a knife than a pistol.
No matter who? Like, if you're against...
An Olympic swordsman.
An Olympic swordsman, and the person with the gun is somebody who's never even seen a gun before. Never even thought of a gun before.
Maybe I'm choosing... If you're putting me against someone who hasn't seen a gun in their life...
Yeah, they don't even know how to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I'm choosing the gun in that case. Like, what? Someone who hasn't seen it before in their life versus, like, an Olympic fencer, like... You got me there.
I just had to break down your, I just had to make sure to humble you.
I'm sorry for being slightly hyperbolic.
Get this guy out of here. You've been reduced to Jamie duties.
No.
Alright.
Is Jamie even real? Is that even, like, a real thing in the podcast, or did we just, like, collectively make that up?
Yeah, Jamie's a real dude. What are you talking about? Okay. Aiden, what's your next one?
I'm trying to find a good one. I'm trying to find an amazing one.
Okay. I see one that seems to have a pretty good setup.
I mean, like, if you've got one, go for it. I'm still looking, so.
Okay. You're the last man on Earth. The Earth itself is unchanged. All the stores are still there, and everything inside has remained unchanged. But you're just the last person there. Would you rather choose one person you know to be with you, but no one else? Or every year, 10 random people just come into existence right next to you?
Is the first year I have to survive 1 year on my own before they come, or do they all come with me the first year?
I can survive 1 year on my own. Like, there's enough canned food in grocery stores.
No, there is. I'm just curious if they're already there.
Like, if I know that I have one, and it's equal to, like, bringing back 10 random people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing the second one. I can survive for a year.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing 10 people.
I mean, I have to repopulate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, one of them, like, doomed in the long run because not enough genetic diversity. The other option... Like,
Are animals still alive?
yeah,
Animals are
just
still
the people. Just the people are gone. The point is not. I don't think you even have to resort to like hunting or like doing all of that. Like,
No, I was just curious if like the Earth will go on, or if I'm like I gotta make every single thing over and over again.
well, I mean, the power grid's gonna shut off in like a few days, and like water will be gone.
But if I die, I know that some animals will continue to live on Earth. Is
Yes.
my thing. But I also have to make sure that I'm not getting attacked by animals.
I don't think like humanity goes away and hundreds of bears move into the inner city.
No, but anything like you still have the opportunity of being like, oh man, how'd that shit escape from the zoo? Like I randomly am walking, or like you're
I think the zoo animals are dying.
eventually, but like there's nothing keeping them in anymore if they were kept in by any form of electronic material. Plus, I mean, like you hear about like in Florida where like the gators get in the water and whatnot. And, like, animals are going to start moving towards the city now that people are gone, so some, like, bears and wildlife are going to be in the city now.
I think I can survive easily for a year. Like, there's enough modern medicine lying around. There's enough. Like,
I'm just saying, you get attacked by a mountain lion, like, just hope you can survive.
Where's our mountain lion? I'm
mountain lions are scary.
I'm just gonna stay where I am. There's no mountain lions here.
Like, I might like move around the Twin Cities, maybe, like. But the point is, like, I could survive in a grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, you just like, there's enough canned food that's not going bad anytime soon. I think in the long term, you'll have to like start doing agriculture, but like.
If you just got you.
Assuming I lived like. Let's say, you know, I'm not gonna be living into my like my 80s, but like assume I live to 50. That's
all I'm saying is I hope that some hot people are coming in this next year.
That's true. That's true.
like
what if it's accidentally like 10 men, and then you guys all have to survive another year?
I think at the start that'd be chill,
be
like 10
me and
dudes.
the boys.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying.
it would, but I'm just saying, can you imagine? Or what if one of them's like a murderer? Like, what if accidentally?
What if it's like 9 dudes and 1 girl?
All I'm saying is the dudes are getting it, alright?
But the point is, like, by the end of your life, assuming you live to like 50 or so, which was probably a reasonable guess without all of the modern things we count on, but like, you know. Like, there's still antibiotics, there's still...
You said the humans disappeared, right? It's not like a bunch of dead bodies.
Yeah, humans just disappeared.
I mean, like, you know, there's probably gonna be a few house fires and whatnot, but like...
Okay, wait, if you did have to choose 10 people, like, in the whole world to come back, who's it?
Oh, you're choosing 10 people to come back.
Yeah, like, if you had to choose what 10 people are coming back, who are you choosing?
Oh. Jay-Z, of course.
Yeah, you gotta repopulate.
Like, how many dollars does it have to be on the other side for you to choose to not choose, like...
To not choose Jay-Z?
Yeah. Like, if I tell you, like, $10 or dinner with Jay-Z, you know...
What? No, what are you talking about? We're not going back to this. It was stupid to begin with. What are you...
It's an awesome question.
I need to hear your guys' like top 2 at least. We're coming back to Earth.
A reboot.
I don't know.
Whose reboot card are you getting?
I don't know.
I gotta look up world's best genetics, because I gotta see who's gonna be passed on.
No, Aiden, you don't.
Aiden,
I'm bringing
you're not
one
going
guy and
down
one
the
woman.
neo-Nazi rabbit hole.
No, I'm bringing one guy and one woman, and they're gonna repopulate the Earth, and I'll just have to watch, I guess. I guess. I mean, like, I definitely don't have the best genetics. Like,
third wheeling. Like, yeah, but you gotta put your genetics in there. Like, it's gonna be
eventually,
bad.
but I'll let them have their fun first. I mean, like, I'm first in line, but we don't have to have a baby. Like, I've been here for a year longer than you, man. I deserve it the most. But, like, we don't have to have a baby or anything. World's best genetic.
It's not a thing you want to Google, Aiden.
Yes, it is. I need to know.
Leo, you're on Jamie. You look it up.
Google says it's Harvard University.
Oh, I see. You smashing Harvard University.
Okay, why is it just Donald Trump?
See, this is why I'm saying you shouldn't have Googled it. That guy does not have good genetics.
Yeah, like... Why did this guy come up? Oh, he's a biologist. I was like, this guy has the worst genetics I've ever seen.
It's like the...
Alright.
It's been a year of abstinence. Who are you smashing? Me personally, Jay-Z.
You're so right.
Alright, Aiden, I think it's time. I think it's time for your next one.
Okay. It is time. I think I got a good one. But
Make it really good.
Let him cook now.
well, this one wasn't really good, so now I gotta find another one. This one was just like funny good.
This might need to be our last one.
Okay, you tell me better or if this is good. Would you rather always be drunk or high?
That's lame.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'll keep. Do I need to keep going, or is that where we're going?
Keep going.
Well, Leo's
I-
on Jamie,
it's-
so he doesn't. His opinion doesn't count. But I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
I say I haven't been either of those things at any significant point, so I feel like it's a moot
But I have a
question.
pretty good
Like,
idea of what it would probably be like.
You've
I
never.
don't think so.
I don't think I'm allowed to say it, but you've never been. You've. Is this going online?
What? turn the recording software off.
Would you rather be a part of the Dunphy family or the Rose family?
Not answer. That's not it,
Like
Aiden.
the Modern Family?
Would you rather be able to control water or control fire?
That
Would
one's,
you rather have no Wi-Fi or no music?
that can't be the last one.
These are like all like anti-heaters.
Drunk or high is the best one that you've said.
Yeah, well, that was the one that I was planning on, but it's really thrown me for a loop when that wasn't it. I didn't plan more than one. Would you rather travel 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future?
We could end on that one.
I think that one is not like I feel like that one's very easy to answer.
I'm going 100 years in the future.
Yeah, like obviously
There's
100
no-
years in the future. What?
I'm going 100 years in the past. Devil's advocate.
Why? What's your reason?
What-
Devil's
what
advocate.
is
You need reasoning
Yeah,
for
you-
devil's advocate. You can't just
Because
make
I'm
a
built different. Okay.
He wants to die young of like typhoid.
Just think about it, right? It's 1924.
Yeah, you get drafted and die in World War II.
I become the world's best psychic.
How much do you know about what happens then?
Enough to guess one big event and be like, see?
That's one time.
Well, I'm saying I know enough to guess at least one big event. I'm sure I could do more.
I don't know. That one was too cut and dry. That one was too quick.
Okay,
That,
okay.
that one was like the only argument you can really make for going back in the past.
Would
is
you rather
like, I
be
don't
Spider-Man or
wanna-
Iron Man? Would you rather have True Love or Lottery? Would you rather...
We already did True Love or Lottery.
Shut up! I realized it as I read it. Would you rather be young, dumb, and rich, or old, smart, and poor? Would you rather have a free subscription to Netflix or free pizza supply?
Pizza supply.
Yeah,
That's easy.
I don't know.
That
Netflix
is like
is kind of
question
going
from-
up.
that
Would you
question
rather
is
be
from, like,
4-5 or
the olden
7-7?
days.
Would you rather always shout or always whisper?
Okay,
No
4,
way
5,
is
or
anyone
7, 7
choosing
might be good.
4 or 5.
4, 5, or
POV
7, 7 might be
Aiden.
good.
Shout or whisper?
I might go 4, 5.
Why?
Cause 7, 7, I'm running into stuff. I can't fit places. Like I can't fit in my
Same
car.
with 4 or 5. Are you gonna drive at 4 or 5, Will?
I could probably drive. I could like get. You seen those like wooden poles like stilts?
I'm not doing
push
that
the
shit.
pedals with those.
I've seen how much Alex gets made fun of, and you're even shorter than him now.
That's true.
I'm not doing that shit.
But I'm fine with it. I don't want to be 7, 7. That's just like there's a ton of problems that I feel like would come with it. You know how tall 7, 7 is?
I do, and I'm willing to take that horrible, horrible task.
Like both of these are bad, but I feel like 7,
But 7
7
7's the better one.
That's just so big.
Like, you give me the choice of my current height, 4'5" or 7'7". I'm choosing my current height.
Well, yeah, obviously, because that's not an.
Would you rather have an unlimited supply of free cheese or be able to cuddle with Chris Hemsworth? Both of those are so bad. Why would you want
That's
either of
such a
those?
good-
Amazing.
That's
I wouldn't
this is
want
the real
either of
question.
those.
Two things that are entirely. I mean, like.
I mean, like, obviously the cheese is better, but, like, I still don't
You're
care.
so wrong for that.
This is a good last one.
Think about it, Aiden.
Think about it. Imagine the clout I would have from cuddling with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, exactly.
What clout?
Like,
The anecdote of
you
saying
get-
you've cuddled with him?
Just being able to, like, drop
Imagine-
a photo of that. It would go
Yeah.
so
Who
hard.
says you have a photo of it? You're cuddling. You're not taking pictures.
I'll take pictures. And you know what's gonna happen after we cuddle? We're gonna-
Nothing. You get teleported back to your house.
What? Who says?
Me.
We're gonna be like friends afterwards.
No.
We're gonna be cuddly friends.
No. He's gonna be like, I felt your dick. You were hard while we were cuddling, and he's gonna be like, you're a weirdo, and he's gonna like say that on like live television, and you're gonna be ruined.
That's such a valid fear.
Leo, are you gonna be hard while cuddling with Chris Hemsworth?
What?
I was joking, but Leo, that's.
I'm just saying, like, the way you phrased that sounded so, like, thought out that you were just, like, terrified of it.
I'm
and
just
that was-
spitballing.
Yeah. I know, but it's just so funny to hear you be, like, saying, like, it was, like, your deepest fear is, like...
If there's one thing that I hope doesn't happen.
Exactly, like, what I meant by valid was just, like, so funny how specific it was. Like...
Oh, I thought you were saying valid and that was what you were scared of.
I was saying it was valid for you to be scared of that.
I've got nightmares every night.
Exactly. You said it like you was like you had like seen the
that's
future, you
okay.
knew it was gonna happen, and you were like trying to give like a warning. Yeah.
Do you think
Okay,
that's what kills
You're
you?
cuddling with Chris Hemsworth. Paint me a picture. How's it going down?
What do you mean? How's
What,
it like?
what,
Where?
what cuddling position are you in?
Oh, that's a
Spooning.
good question.
You're spooning? Are you big spoon
Yeah.
or little spoon?
I think
What?
Chris Hemsworth.
He's a big guy.
What's his height?
7,
Some-
7 probably. Well, you're Jamie, Leo.
He's 6'3".
He's 6'3".
You can't just copy what I say, Leo.
I looked it up at the same time.
I said it first.
I mean, like, that's not a huge difference, but, like, he's also just, like, more built than me. Like, I'm a little twig, and he's
Yeah,
a
but maybe
little,
he
like-
maybe he wants to be little spoon. Are you gonna deny him that?
I'm not gonna deny him that, like...
What if he's big spoon and he's hard? Like, are you calling him out on that, or are you just kind of like whatever?
It's chill. it'd be kind of messed up to call him.
Are
out
you
like that,
also
like,
wait? Are you also spooning with him, Leo? Because I know Will said he is, but like, is that your choice?
Probably. I can't. Like, I don't know. I think it makes the most sense.
Makes the most sense.
I think I want his. I think I want his thighs around my neck.
Okay. That's out
Like
there.
I'm playing video games, and he's wrapped around my neck.
I
Chris
can see.
Hemsworth.
I can see like.
He's Thor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not. He's got too long a hair.
It could be like.
Might mix him up for a woman on accident.
It could be like old Thor.
Yeah, and then he'll get.
Or
hard,
no,
and
is
then
that new Thor?
He'll
with
write
the
a
short
call-out
hair?
post on his Twitter.
New Thor has shorter hair.
Okay, yeah, it could be new Thor.
New Thor. Okay. Maybe I don't cuddle with him. Maybe I want free cheese. I don't like cheese, but like imagine all the world hunger I could solve.
I thought it was just like you go to the store and you like show them your special little coupon. You're like, right, all this cheese is not on your.
Oh, I thought it was like I want cheese and it just kind of like falls out of the sky or something.
Still, grocery store, that could still work. To solve
It's still
world
not
hunger.
bad. I'm just saying though, that's the way I presumed it is like.
Even then, I could give it to
special
some
little-
homeless people or something.
That's true. Like, you know, you're not gonna massively.
Here's a block of cheese.
That's real though. Like,
I want to know what can we do that sometime? I just need to know what the reaction is.
I
Mr. Beast.
when I
did that, okay.
backpacked,
You
what
gave
I
a
had for lunch
block
was
of
like a summer
cheese to homeless
sauce.
people.
I'm just saying we could go to like the store and for like $5 get a block of cheddar cheese and like
Yeah,
we could
get,
just
like,
give it to a homeless
quarter-pound
guy.
block of cheddar cheese. But on the hiking trip, what I was talking about is I just would like
What about a cheese wheel?
I was
those
thinking
things are
cheese wheel.
expensive.
They are, but
Would it be
cheese
fun?
wheel would get a much better reaction.
That's true, yeah. But with what I was saying, on the hiking trip that I did this summer, we brought summer sausage, like blocks of aged mozzarella and pita, and that was all I had for lunch. And like it got to the point near the end of the trip where I was like hungry, and I was just like taking bites out of like the quarter-pound block of mozzarella, like it was real.
That's good eats. That's
Sometimes it's
homeless
just,
people
like,
could be doing that. and
That's what I'm saying.
they're
Like
letting
it's
them.
not. It's not. I wouldn't do that right now. But like in the
I'm just
moment,
saying
it was
like yeah,
exactly
they'd
what
be
I wanted.
hungry, but they'd still probably be weirded out by it. Because
Yeah.
it's your choice to randomly give them that instead of something else.
But you
It's
could
not.
donate
It's not
to,
the fact that
I'm,
it's not food, but
I'm
like.
thinking like I'm not thinking like giving it out on the street. I'm thinking like donating it to like a food pantry.
Oh, I thought it'd be funnier to just like give it out on the street and see what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, with what you were talking about, I was.
I
talking
could
about,
become
like,
rich
the
with
way
free cheese if I just start selling cheese wheels.
Yeah, you open like a cheese shop.
No, just like sell the wheels for like half off to a store or something. Like a family business discount.
I think they would catch on, right? Like you'd have to
Catch
buy
on
the
to
cheese.
what?
Does
It's
it
not
does it
illegal.
matter? Like what are they gonna do about it?
Well, yeah, obviously, like they can't, like they, like you know, they're like government mandated or whatever. but,
It's a
like,
win
like,
for
you know,
everyone other than wherever I'm getting it from.
like even then, you're.
Sam-
Well, it's a
getting
win
it
for them
from
too because
cheesecakes.
Chris Hemsworth cuddles with them. My coupon is I get free cheese. They cuddle with Chris Hemsworth.
Oh,
Listen,
I
okay,
see.
wait. What if
Yeah.
the supply is not from grocery stores or anything? It's from the cheese caves.
That's what I'm
I thought
saying.
I thought it just ranged from the sky. Like I just get it.
Anywhere you get cheese, like
No, it's not like putting a grocery store down, like making the grocery store
well,
lose
no.
money.
Well, the way I assume it works is like there's sub law that says the government will pay for all the cheese I buy. Like,
Yeah, or just
I would just end up
comes
putting the
from
government in
caves.
debt.
but you can't buy that much cheese. Like, I don't think
Why
I would
not?
buy. I'm saying I think if I like,
There's like $30,000 wheels of cheese. I would just ask for like 1 million, like every day.
which is bigger, all the cheese in the world or the U.S. national debt?
There's a lot
How
of cheese in the
much
cheese caves.
Let me look at the St. Louis.
All the cheese
No, Aiden, you can't look it up. He's
in the
Jamie.
world.
Don't take this away from him.
Aiden, this is my one thing, and you're taking it away from me.
The global cheese market is only $83.4 billion, and it's projected to be $120 billion by 2028, which is a growth of 3%. So it's nothing. That's
The
just
point
not
is,
true,
like,
but
even if I
nonetheless.
bought all of the cheese that was produced, which is just, like, not possible, right? Like, even with my 100% cheese discount, it would not be more, it would...
Why can't I just say I want all the cheese in the world, and then I get it?
You have to actually buy it.
Oh, that's too bad. Restocking wise, though, you could put a pretty significant debt. Like, just find a really
No.
popular store, buy out their whole supply over and over until they have to restock, and
Well,
then
the
eventually their
government's paying
restock
for
will
your
get
cheese.
bigger and bigger.
The government's paying for their cheese.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. And so eventually they'll restock, and then people keep buying it, and they keep making money off this cheese, so they restock, and the restock is even bigger. And then eventually they're buying cheese off of other places, and I'm still buying this cheese until I've bought, like, so much from this place that it's basically just a cheese store.
How much cheese
You could do
would
that.
would I have to give Chris Hemsworth for him to cuddle with me?
Oh, you're so... Like, if I...
Let me look up if Chris Hemsworth likes cheese.
See, this is such a fire question. The point is, if you bought every last piece of cheese that was produced in the world,
His favorite thing to eat is a juicy cheeseburger.
which is, just not possible, right? You can't possibly arrange... there's not enough time for you to arrange deals with every single cheesemaker, right? And by deals, say, I'm gonna buy your cheese, and you're gonna get paid.
What?
And the point is, even if you did that, that would only be a tenth every single year until your death. That would only be a tenth of the current U.S. military spending. Like,
Chris Hemsworth doesn't like carbs. He prefers healthy fats and lean proteins, like cheese.
oh, so you're so like. But
This
I mean, also,
guy
if you put
loves cheese.
If you put $1 billion worth of cheese in front of Chris Hemsworth, like, there's no way he's saying no to that.
He's gonna do more than cuddle with you.
Yeah, $1 billion of cheese, like.
Chris Hemsworth sees cheese, he goes,
I'm gonna
yeah.
accidentally make Chris Hemsworth fall in love with me, and I don't even want it.
He's cuddling with you right now as you speak, Aiden.
He only
This
loves
isn't
you
actually
for
a
your
chair I'm
cheese.
sitting on.
He only loves you
We
for your
gotta
cheese,
ask that.
Aiden.
We gotta ask this question at school on Monday. Like, I think
Do
this
we?
is
You're not even gonna be there.
I can show up if we're gonna ask.
Well, I won't be there, so let's wait till Tuesday.
I won't be there.
What
Or
about Thursday?
I could be there on Tuesday.
Okay, let's do Tuesday.
Thursday, I'm gonna be flying out of the country.
Okay, let's do Thursday then.
Yeah, how long are you gonna be home alone for? Are you home alone right now?
It's, like, my family's flight is Sunday. Like, Sunday night.
Okay, we having a house party on Monday?
I was thinking Wednesday because my grandma's coming over on Tuesday.
What does that have to do with Monday? You think we're gonna wreck the house that much?
Well, I genuinely be chill with having you guys, like, come over and hang out or whatnot. Like, I don't think you guys are gonna make that much of a mess.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, are you so worried we're gonna make a mess that you
Well, the
can't
point
have
is
another
either
guest over day after?
The point is, either of those times would work for you
Right.
guys to, show up and, we could chill and have some food, I guess. But, like,
I guess.
I guess.
I
might
suppose we
starve
could have
you.
food or something.
Like, it might be chill, especially with me being home alone otherwise. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I could play, like, Monopoly or something.
Okay. But Chris Hemsworth versus cheese, what are you doing? I'm doing cheese.
I'm thinking of cheese because you can buy Chris Hemsworth's heart with
Yeah.
Hemsworth's heart with it.
You
You
can.
can
I'm
cuddle
thinking
with him,
cheese,
your
and I'm
arms
thinking
down.
bigger than Chris Hemsworth. That's all I'm saying. That's all I can say.
Okay,
Yeah, cuddle.
who are you convincing to cuddle with you with cheese?
Tune into the next podcast to find out.
Alright.
Gotta turn this into a podcast.
We'll come back for
That'd be
that.
fire. Just talking about.
Alright,
how we-
podcasters. Peace
Be
out.
sure to Be sure to follow us on Spotify. You can find us on SoundCloud.
No, you can't. Not either of those places.